My name's John Hennigan. I'm 38. I'm a professional wrestler. Millions of wrestling fans around the world know me by names like the Wednesday Night Delight, the Shaman of Sexy, the Mayor of Slamtown, and plenty of other names. I'm looking at Survivor like it's the adventure of a lifetime, a chance to really peel back all the societal expectations and norms, all the pleasantries and social media that everyone's obsessed with. I'm really looking forward to cutting all that crap out and just having a good time, although I happen to have a good time when I'm winning. So there's a couple elements that I've noticed being a fan of this show that are going to come into play that I can bring my skills from professional wrestling to. One, this is a social game. Surviving on the island is important, but ultimately you can't win unless you can convince people to vote according to your agenda. And it's difficult because everyone's agenda obviously is for them to win. But phrasing things in a certain light to make them think that whatever I want to have happen is in their best interest is something that you have to do very frequently in professional wrestling. I mean, how do I convince someone that I think it's in their best interest for me to powerbomb them off the top rope? It's not easy, let me tell you that, but I'm good at it. Basically, what I do every day is convince people that I'm something extraordinary. Convince people that I'm a huge jackass. Convince people that I'm a hero that they should cheer for. And that's different every city, every country that I go to. So I'm used to being in an environment where you have to convince people of something that they might not necessarily want to believe. One of the real secrets of professional wrestling is the most athletic guy, the most amazing talent, sometimes can't have good matches because they don't understand the psychology of storytelling in a wrestling ring, which is not easy. There's a lot of elements that come into play when you're wrestling in front of a crowd because it's not Cirque du Soleil. What you're really doing is telling a story. A lot of wrestlers aren't smart enough to understand that. And that's where I'd say I'm different from most pro wrestlers across the board. I graduated with honors from high school. I went to UC Davis and graduated from there with a degree in film and a degree in geology. I've studied a lot, I've read a lot of books. I think people here are definitely gonna underestimate how smart I am. You know, they see, oh, John's always going to the gym, he's doing push-ups on the sand. There's no brain press at the gym, he's probably not working out that brain muscle. But I'm gonna use that to my advantage because secrets in Survivor are powerful. If you have knowledge that someone else doesn't have, the closer you hold that to your chest, the better off you are. I'm not playing this game as the Shaman of Sexy or the Ambassador of Abdominals. I'm playing this game as John. The Mayor of Slamtown is not going to win Survivor, but I am. And I'll tell you another thing about playing characters. There's hundreds of thousands of people that try to get into the business of professional wrestling thinking they're going to be this larger-than-life character. But the thing almost everybody is missing is they don't know themselves. And if you don't know yourself, you can't play another character. And that's why I've been so successful in professional wrestling, because I know who John is. John's the guy that's going to win Survivor Season 37. Whew. My biggest test in this game, and one of the reasons that I'm so excited for this opportunity, is to peel back all the larger-than-life BS surrounding me. The Mayor of Slamtown, the Shaman of Sexy, the Monday Night Delight. None of those guys are going to win this game because they can't relate to the people here. Now, me, John Hennigan, the person, the son, the brother, the fiance, I've got a ton in common with these people because we're all humans. And we're all afraid of the same things. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid of making the wrong decisions. I'm afraid of getting old and being alone and not having money, of regretting decisions that I made earlier in my life. And I promise you, those people back there are afraid of the same things. So if you reduce us down to people, we have the same fears, we have the same wants and hopes and dreams. That's going to connect me to these people. There's a couple of things about me that a lot of people don't know that I think are also going to help me in this game. I grew up in Southern California. I grew up surfing and spearfishing. I'm an Eagle Scout. My granddad taught me how to fish when I was a real little kid and tie knots. And if he was still here today, he'd probably be pissed when he realized I forgot half of what he taught me. Luckily, he taught me like 20 knots, so I still know more than most of those guys. One question that I get frequently asked is, what's your favorite match of all times? And I think sitting here, the most difficult match and the match that I'm looking the most forward to is me versus me. And I think that sums up what this game is about. Everything it takes to make it to the top of the business of professional wrestling, it's gonna take to win this game of Survivor. Believing in yourself, because nobody else in the island is gonna believe in you. They're not believing in themselves. Tenacity, to never give up, even when you think that you're down and out. And I will also add to that fun. I mean, these people didn't come here to play a serious game of Survivor. At least I didn't. I came here to have fun.